To test this, I sent myself an email and I'm replying to this email, sounds good, let's have a meeting. The AI automation is running in the background waiting for the response. We got the response, it's processing it. We take a look at the results we got from the AI and we got meeting ready lead as a category. We go to our CRM or Airtable in this case and we go to stage or category and we see that it updated it in our CRM. Today we are gonna automate lead tracking with Smartlead, OpenAI and Make.com, so you don't need to manually go and categorize your emails. It will also tell you interested, not interested, out of office, directly to your CRM, so it can save you tons of time, everything automatically. If you don't know me, my name is Jonathan. I've been building software for more than 10 years and in this channel I share with you some lead generation tactics you can use with AI, automating your lead gen, growth, saving tons of time. If you want to see more videos like this, click the subscribe and let's get started. So we are here on Make.com. The first thing we need to do is we create a webhook. So we click add a module, we click Webhooks and we click custom webhook and we just create the webhook here. You can give it a name, Smartlead webhook, whatever, and you get this address. So the next thing we do is we go to Smartlead, go to your campaign, or you can go to all the campaigns. It will set it up for all the campaigns. For now, I'm setting this only for this one. So I'm clicking the edit, then I click the settings and we see here webhooks and I do add a webhook. All I do is I take the address, copy, paste, and we'll do an event of email reply. So every time email reply, we will get triggered this webhook. So we're gonna run this once and it's gonna wait. And now we're gonna send a test. And we got it on Make.com, so we see here all the information. And this is, by the way, the information we get with the webhook. You can get more information about this webhook in this document. I'll put it down in the description. So when we get email reply, we get this JSON with all the information we need, and we're gonna use some of it in a moment. So next thing we do is we connect to our CRM or our lead list. In this case, we have an Airtable. So I created this Airtable for testing. And essentially I added this row with the email of the test email and just some names. So we have this row and we'll get it from here. We connect this here. So we create a search records module. We connect it to our base and table. And we are looking for the email that we got from the webhook. So it will find it in our database or which tool we are using. Now, specifically on Airtable, once we do only search, if we run a quick test here and I put this email, what we'll see, so the output is we get the ID, create date, and so on. We don't have all the information, so we need to use another module, which is the get a record. And what it's doing, it's essentially just taking the ID from the previous step, and this one is giving us all the information. So if I'll take, just for example, before running all this thing, we take the ID, we put it here, and do run once. Click here, okay. We get all the information from the table itself. The next step in the sequence is creating the conversation of this lead before. So for the AI to know what is the response or what's the status or how to categorize this lead, it needs to get all the conversation before, including this last message that we got. This webhook is running every time that we get a new reply from a new lead, but we also want to get the whole conversation. So the next step is making a request to the Smartlead API. You can take the API key from the Smartlead platform and you need to subscribe to some plan to get this API key and use the API. What we're doing is we are using this endpoint. We give it the campaign ID, which we get is from step 8. If we'll go this step 8, if we run it again, what we see is we get the campaign ID and we also get here the lead ID. So we can use these two to get the previous conversation with this specific lead. And this is what we are doing here. So we get the campaign ID, we get the email ID, and we also use our API key. So this is giving us the message history. Now, if you'll take a look at the documentation, we see that we get an array of messages back from this endpoint. And I ran here a quick test on my own data, and basically we get the history, and this we get messages of each person, and this is the structure. So the type is sent or reply, and we also get the email body. Now a few things here. So the email body is HTML, and we want to cut this, so we don't want to send everything to the AI because we want to do some cleanup for this. We want to save tokens. The more data we send to the AI, the more it costly. On top of that, there is here some information that we don't really need. So the next step in the sequence, what we are doing here is we take this array that we got from the HTTP request and we just turn it into a simple array. And the way we do this is we create this iterator. We give this iterator the history array. Basically for each item on this array, it's gonna do the following thing. So we're gonna create a text parser and we're gonna give it for each item that gets here. Let's say we have 5 items. Each one has this row and it will translate this from HTML to text. So it gives us only the text of the conversation. And this aggregator is giving us an array of this text and type. So in the end, what we see is an array that has the type, which is sent or reply. And we also have the body of the message. When we send this to the AI in the next step, the AI will know how to categorize this because he knows which person sent the message, which people was the reply, and based on this it will know how to categorize. The next thing we do is we take this array and we turn it into a JSON so we can send this to the AI. Then we create a new model for the OpenAI one. Here we have the OpenAI connection. You can see I will link different videos on how to connect your OpenAI to this make.com. And here we select the latest model, and this is the system that we give it. Email conversation history, so we give it the history that we now created in the previous steps, and here we give it some simple instructions. You can, by the way, decide here on what's the types of statuses that you want to get. Here we give it 8 categories. You can decide your own categories, and we tell it you are giving this array of conversation with a potential client. Your goal is to categorize these emails based on the given categories, and we tell it your final response must be the name only. So in the end, it should output this one, or this one, or this one. Then we give it max completion tokens, and that's it. Next, we get the response from the AI, and we just take the ID from step 6. We get the response from the AI, and we just update it on the stage or category or whatever you want to call it. And that's all we do. Now, if we run a quick test, I do run once, and I have this code that is basically getting an email from the test. And the text of the email is, hello, I'm interested in your product. So we're just mimicking some response. This is how it would look like if we would get a real response from the webhook. We paste it here on the terminal. We see that it got accepted. We go to the webhook. We see that we got the webhook with all the information. We see that it got accepted. It's doing all the work. And here we can see the parser. If we'll take a look at the parser, what it's doing is we got an array of text and sent or replied, sent or replied. And in the end, we got here the stage power. And now if we'll take a look at the stage, we also get power. And that's it. That's how we automate our lead tracking with Smartlead, OpenAI, and make.com. If you want to watch more videos on how to personalize your cold emails with make.com and ChatGPT, there is a video below. If you want to know how to build a lead qualifier that will qualify your leads automatically, there is another link below in the description. And if you want to see a free training about this AI agent that is booking 5 to 10 calls automatically with AI, there is a link below to a free training. Thank you for watching. If you like these videos, click the like, subscribe. If you want to see some other videos, tell me in the comments which videos you would like to see. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next ones. Bye bye.